Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. If you want to know if the decision to get rid of Biden has been made, you just have to read the articles presented by the corporate mass media and the words they use. And if those articles are not all stellar and beautiful and worshiping Biden, then you realize that his cover has been taken from his political career. So I think he needs to be removed. In the next elections, he is not going to be probably the candidate for the Democratic Party, because I sensed lately that the articles are negative when discussing Biden's. Not negative, but you can see now a shift from being all, worshipping Biden. All of a sudden, they start to have a negative aspect, or they show a different kind of facade. So this article comes from Reuters from July 15, 2022, and it says here that Biden fails to secure major security oil commitments at Arab summit. You would think that the article would have a different title if they will still cover for Biden, which would be, yes, he's got this or that. They will change it. So in this one, fails to secure major security. So oil commitment. So that means failure, failure, failure. Why would they do that? Even if it's so, the mass media covers. So Saudi Arabia, President Joe Biden told Arab leaders on Saturday that the United States would remain an active partner in the Middle East, but he failed to secure commitments to a regional security axis that would include Israel or an immediate oil output rise. Well, if you've been watching what's going on over there, the area starts to come together in a certain way. If you look at the Saudis with the United Arab Emirates, with Turkey, with Iran, with Iraq, even with Pakistan, if you go that far, they all met one-on-one here and there. Mohammed bin Salman met Erdogan 2 times, right? One in Riyadh, one in Turkey, right? I don't know if it was Ankara. I think it was Ankara. I don't want to say Istanbul, but nevertheless. Then you got the Pakistani's newest Prime Minister, Sharif, came to Riyadh. Then you have the Iraq, they have Iran. They met in Iraq, and Iranians came, delegations over here. The United Emirates Arabs came to Riyadh. So they're getting together under the new world order, which is obviously the new world order crumbles into a newer world order, where we have a different an extra club emerging, led by, not yet, but you can see the movement is towards that. Russia, China, India, Brazil, the BRICS states, and Saudi Arabia, and these guys are looking around, and maybe they want they don't want to go to the big club or stay there, but maybe they want to pick left and right. And Israel, who is also playing double here, because Israel did not condemn Russia or anything. They didn't provide anything to Ukraine. And remember, Zelensky is a certain kind of man. And then Shmihal, his prime minister, again is a certain kind of man. And I'm suspecting even that guy, I can't remember his name, the defense minister, Oleksiy, can't remember his name, might be another kind of guy. Nevertheless, these guys don't get the Israeli support as of now, as far as I know. And then they don't, they're on they're like got a tiger by the tail, which is United States, and they have to hold it right there. I mean, they have to stay with United States wherever it goes. If it lets go, the guys around, what are they going to do? Jump on Russia's ship? Probably, but these guys are smarter than that, believe me. Look at their history. They know how to be friends with everybody and make everybody not be friends with everybody. So that's an observation. And the fact that these guys get together in the area. The United States doesn't have the same leverage because they see whatever the Western countries, which is Great Britain in this case, Great Britain and United States did in Ukraine. I mean, you can force us to make us, or not make us, but suggest that we should censor, self-censor, get engaged in that. So I'm not going to say certain things. I might agree with you so I don't lose my job, or I don't, nobody comes and takes my house away or something, or the property or this and that, my investments or my, my assets frozen because I said something. So you have to censor. I know it's not that yet. We're not that yet. But the trend leads me to believe that, to think, not believe, that we're heading that way very fast, very fast. And on top of that, those guys over there, they don't have to follow this thing. They don't have to agree. They say, okay, well, we see what happened in Ukraine, and they can call it how it is, and I'm pretty sure they do. And they don't like what happened over there, what the Americans and the Brits did to the Russian economic system, the sanctions and all that. They don't like it because they can put themselves in Russia's shoes in a second. So do you want to deal with this kind of friend? I mean, there was nothing that the European Union or the United States should have been involved in Ukraine, just so you know. And if it was, look how far they went. It's a war against Russia from these guys. So the Arabs and the Middle East and the region look at this and say, wow, look at this, how far they went with that. And the truth is somewhere in the middle over there. It's not like, oh my God, those guys are the guilty ones, these guys are saints. No, that's not like that. Never almost is like that, unless you speak about Jesus Christ and other guys, but even then. So the United States, I'm quoting here, the United States is invested in building a positive future of the region. The region, I don't think the region wants you there anymore. I don't think they want the Americans there anymore, because they have examples. Syria, they have Iraq, they have Libya, they have Afghanistan, they even have Yugoslavia. I don't think you're really welcomed over there. But you assure them that you are involved. That means I'm not going anywhere. And the guys are, oh, damn, leave. That's my assessment, all right? So the United States is invested in building a positive future. Like what? Like Iraq? Like Syria? Like Libya? Afghanistan, have those positive all over there. And if it wasn't for Russia, just so you know, if it wasn't for Russia, Iran would have been the same path, and Syria, they tried the same thing. So turn it into an Iraq free, independent, freedom and democracy. There you have it, and capitalism and everything over there. Yeah. Building a positive future of the region in partnership with all of you. There's no partnership. It's we tell you what to do and we sanction you if you don't do. Threats and blackmail. What a partnership? There's no partnership, and the United States is not going anywhere. Oh shit, he said, according to a transcript of his speech, President Joe Biden. Biden, who began his first trip in the Middle East as president with a visit to Israel, certainly presented his vision and strategy for American engagement in Middle East at the Arab Summit in Jeddah. The summit communique was vague. However, and Saudi Arabia, Washington's most important Arab ally, poured cold water on U.S. hopes the summit could help lay the groundwork for a regional security alliance. Bye-bye. You want to say is that if you guys don't want me, I want you. That's how the United States is with the Middle East right now. Guys, if you don't want me, I want you. So here you go. So cold water on the U.S. hopes the summit could help lay the groundwork for a regional security alliance, like they try in the East and they try in Europe. The Europeans are lost. They're including Israel, to combat Iranian threats. All this is just, During a meeting with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Biden raised the highly sensitive issue of human rights, drawing counter-criticism from the Crown Prince, also known as MBS. And he says, we believe there's great value in including as many of the capabilities in the region as possible, and certainly Israel has significant air and missile defense capability as they need to. But we're having these discussions bilaterally these nations, senior administration official told reporters. Yeah. It's not going to be... Biden has focused on a summit with 6 Gulf states and Egypt, Jordan, and Iraq, while downplaying the meeting with MBS, which drew criticism in the United States over human rights concerns. The Crown Prince told Biden that Saudi Arabia has acted to prevent a repeat of mistakes like the killing of Khashoggi, and the United States has also made mistakes, including in Iraq, a Saudi minister said. Fist bump and all that. Now, this was a failure, and it was not Biden's failure. It was the United States' policy in the world that's a failure. It's not that, because this is what it is. At one point, this is what it is. The United States had the hegemony over this planet since the fall of the United States. Soviet Union until about 5-7 years, where they acted like this. You do what I say, you do what I say. International law, garbage. I do this, shut the hell up, you're a bad dude. Sanctions, I'm going to beat you up. This is how they ran the world. And those guys don't forget. These guys forgot. Because that's how it is with the bully. The bully always forgets. Oh, did I do that to you? Yeah, you did, my man. So this is how it is. And then now they are surprised that they don't have this anymore, and they don't have the economy anymore. So, and the influence is waning, trickling, going away, and they're surprised. And what are they going to do? They want to build a partnership. Partnership? What are they talking about, partnership? Partnership in Middle East. It's not going to be now a partnership. And what they're going to do? You're going to see some demonstrations in these countries, some little attempts for a regime change, a peaceful regime change. You're going to see demonstrations, like right now in North Macedonia. Why do you think those are over there? Because of the EU and about Bulgaria. Why do you think things happen in Sri Lanka? It's just because Sri Lanka wanted to be partner with whom? And that was, they entered the house, they entered the building. That's not an insurrection over there? It's not? Okay. What happened in Pakistan when Imran Khan said, you know what, I'm not going to really disavow my friendship with, oh my God, they got him out. They got the Sharif. His father, where's Sharif's father? He's in London. Why is he in London? Because he's charged with all kind of fraud in his country. They tried the same thing with Modi, but Modi did not budge. No, he said, you know what, we have our own thing. They started with, India doesn't respect religious freedoms and blah, 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 blah. Then there's demonstrations and killings. You know, all these things are just happen. You know, just happen all of a sudden. If you disagree, what happens with Bolsonaro? Look over there. Mass demonstrations in Argentina. Again, Argentina is going to be a BRICS country, at least it tries. But before that happens, these guys try to create something in Argentina. This is how the world is run. So when you go over there, it's not that like the other ones are the saints. No, but I can talk about these guys doing that. The problem is this with these guys. I don't like that they try to portray themselves pure as Jesus Christ. But on the other hand, the record shows clearly, with evidence, facts, that you're not Jesus Christ by far. Or at least say, you know what, I'm going to slap you all around, guy. I'm the bad dude here. I got the guns, you have nothing, so you do what I tell you. No, they want to say, no, I'm a nice guy here, and I'm so nice. I'm just nice. You know, at least be that guy. Say, no, I'm going to smack you, all of you. Listen, you know. But this weasel-like attitude. I'm a nice guy. Please do this for me. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.